News conference, but the sheriff just showed me something he's going to read to you, which is absolutely unbelievable. I never knew the amount of animals we were dealing with until just now. When I read this, what he's going to read to you is unbelievable. Now, let's get right to the animal totals. As I said earlier, the numbers we released was 48 to 52 was very sketchy, and it was. The total number of animals we were dealing with was approximately 56 animals on this farm. Those numbers included 48 of which are now deceased. There are 48 animals that we had to put down. Those animals included 1 wolf, 6 black bears, 2 grizzly bears, 9 male lions, 8 lionesses, 1 baboon, 3 mountain lions, and 18 tigers. There are 2 missing animals at this time. One being a gray wolf and one being a monkey. We also were able to transport 6 animals to the Columbus Zoo for Jack's crew and their work. One of those was a grizzly bear. There were 3 leopards and 2 monkeys. I'm sorry what happened to the animals. I want people at home to understand my heart aches for these animals. But also our hearts be aching today for a lot of people that could have lost their lives that hadn't been for this man and his people back here. These guys did not enjoy what they did last night. They have to go home and explain to their families, their kids, what they had to do last night. Let's hope this never has to happen again in any state what these guys had to do last night. Because it's a tragedy for the animal world, is what it is.
Just one farm over from my land. Oh, I heard about 350 shots last night off the back porch.
What was it like?
What was that like? A battleground out there. Yeah. It was slaughter.
Hey, we took Sunday down on Route 40. Me and my woman got off of Route 70 down to Route 40. And when we come to the end of the exit, there was a van across Route 40 between Route 70 and that exit sign, which is a very short distance, 300 feet. About halfway, there was a guy dragging a chain, holding on a chain backing up the guardrail right down there, Timber Run Creek. He pulled the chain backing up, and by the time we got to the stop, traffic was backed up. A lot of people watching this.
Uh-oh. Come. It's right there with them running.
It's this idiot next door. It's hard to tell what's going on. But
What do you think that was?
It was dragging along.
Where do you think that was?
It's just right next door there, and I'm just bottom mine.
Who is it?
This old neighbor. This one guy's neighbor. So. But anyway, this guy's dragging this chain, and he's backing up, and when he gets the animal up there on the creek, it's a lion. It's a full-grown lion.
This was last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his form, the lion wasn't acting like it was attacking or was dangerous. I think the animal was probably untranquilized, but the animal was no threat. This man was pulling, and the animal made no attempt to attack this guy. These animals was mostly tame animals.
Do you have any fear of standing out here in the wide open like this, knowing that there's still 3 animals on the loose?
We have had them loose here before.
At a 10 a.m. news conference, Muskingum County Sheriff Matt Lutz was asked why the shoot-to-kill order was issued last night.
You know, that's a very good question. I'll be glad to answer that. When our officers arrived on the scene, we had approximately 1 hour to an hour and a half of daylight. As officers got out of their cruisers, there were animals running loose outside of the fenced area. To set the table for you a little bit, Mr. Thompson had numerous cages up around his house, and that's where these animals were kept at, in the cages. It's a long drive, probably 2 football fields, I would say, 3 football fields, up his driveway to his house, down to his front gate. The front gate is just off the main thoroughway there of Coke Check Road. we had animals outside that fenced area along the road that were trying to get loose. I had deputies that had to shoot animals with their sidearms at close range. That's how volatile this situation was. We are not talking about your normal, everyday house cat or dog. These are 300-pound Bengal tigers that we've had to put down. When we got here, obviously, public safety was my number one concern. I gave the order on the way here that if animals looked like they were going out, they went down. We could not have animals running loose in this county. We were not going to have that. Once we got here, realized the severity of the situation, we, at that point, started running into a problem with darkness. We, again, were not going to have animals running loose on this farm at night. We can document numerous animals that got over the fence, were out in the wooded areas outside the property that we've had to put down. We had officers down on the interstate that were preventing animals from crossing the interstate into our subdivisions and in our community. Today, when daytime hit, we went into the area. We've been evaluating and getting head counts. We've been recovering bodies. We just had a huge tiger, an adult tiger, estimating 300 pounds, that was very aggressive. We did get one of the vets close enough, unbelievably so, within 10 to 15 yards, got a tranquilizer in it, and this thing just went crazy. It started to take off. It headed away from us to the wooded area, and our officers put it down. We did not think we could take a chance of whether we got the dart in it, and we could not take a chance on whether the thing would get loose and get out into the neighborhoods. So that's why, that's some of the scenario that went down. The other issue of that, we did not have any tranquilizer darts with us. We did not carry them. We have the wilds in our county that work with us very, very well. They know that if we need them, they'll call. We had them coming immediately, and we had them here in case we did get some animals into subdivisions that was not safe to shoot in, that we could take them out with tranquilizers.